I signed the divorce papers with the same composure I might use to sign a restaurant check. No trembling, no tears, just black ink, decisive and final. Across from me, she avoided my gaze. That was fine. I wasn't there for apologies. I was there for the payoff. 3 years earlier, she'd taken me to their estate on a gray, rainy Sunday. Said her uncle wanted to meet me, the Robert Hale Jr., heir to the Hale Bank fortune. Be polite, she murmured as we walked inside. They're particular. The parlor smelled of polished wood and money that had been in the family for generations. Robert sat in a wingback chair like a monarch without the crown. His parents stood at his sides, all three dressed as if the gathering were for royalty alone. So Robert began, his smile suggesting friendliness that never came. You only went as far as high school? It wasn't a question, it was a blade. His mother hid a chuckle behind her wineglass. His father asked if I took care of the heavy lifting in our relationship. I smiled. I lift enough. When I mentioned that my accounts were at their bank, Robert leaned forward, amused. You must have a checking account, maybe even a savings, he said. I told him I might just close them. He laughed. Trust me, we'll be fine without your gas money. 4 months, I didn't think about it. I was too busy growing my company, landing contracts overseas. Late nights became routine. She claimed to understand. Then came the late-night messages, names I didn't recognize, business trips she had no reason to take. I didn't call her out. Not yet. I let the silence stretch, let her think I was clueless. The truth arrived at a gala. I saw her across the room, her hand resting on Robert's arm. The look between them wasn't familial. It was possessive. That night, I checked the phone I'd loaded with tracking software months before. The messages were explicit, and Robert wasn't the only one. I stared at the screen, pulse steady. The shame burned, but that fire could be put to better use. Not for shouting matches, for something far larger. Step 1: patience. I changed nothing. Kissed her cheek in the mornings. Brought her coffee. Let her believe she'd gotten away with it. Step 2: preparation. Quiet meetings with lawyers. Forensic audits of accounts. A meticulous reshuffling of assets, so complex her uncle's bank wouldn't see it until it was done. Step 3: bait. I casually let it slip that I was moving a huge sum overseas for tax purposes. I wanted Robert to think I was exactly the fool he imagined. In reality, my holdings, spread across investments, companies, and liquid assets, totaled $7 billion. All of it sat within Hale Bank. I'd been their silent powerhouse, the account they flaunted in quarterly reports without naming names. On the day I moved, I wore the same jacket I'd worn to their mansion. I met with the bank's president, Robert's father, under the guise of expansion planning. We shook hands. He smiled, unaware. I'm here to close my accounts, I said. His smile faltered. All of them. All of them. The stack of paperwork was thick. I signed each page. One by one, transfer confirmations buzzed my phone. Billions flowing into rival banks, offshore trusts, and private vaults. By the time the last signature dried, Robert's father had gone pale. May I ask why? He managed. I smiled. Your son laughed at my gas money. That evening, she came home to find me at the kitchen island, a single envelope waiting. Divorce papers. I don't, she began. You do, I said. Her phone buzzed. She glanced down, then at me. Her face strained. Robert was calling. You should answer, I told her. He's probably just heard the news. She put the phone to her ear. Even across the counter, I could hear Robert's voice, angry, frantic. When she hung up, her hands were shaking. You ruined them, she whispered. No, I said, standing. I reminded them who they were dealing with. 2 weeks later, Hale Bank's quarterly losses made headlines. Shareholders were furious. Robert's father resigned for health reasons. Robert vanished from the society pages, his trademark smile gone along with his inheritance. She tried calling me. I never answered. When the divorce was finalized, I walked away lighter than I'd felt in years. Not because I'd destroyed them, That was just balance. I walked away because I'd proven something to myself. Dignity can't be taken. It's reclaimed. And sometimes reclaiming it costs exactly $7 billion.